Hey guys, what's going on? You know what we're doing today? We are going to be installing this Clearwater 50 algae scrubber. But before we do that, we're gonna have to do some modifications. I'm actually going to make this to where this barb goes away, and it's going to be you know, the connections that we use on our RODI water makers. Boom, that's what I'm going to use. And it's 1/2 inch and everything lines up. So on the CADE, everything is 1/2 inch. And this Clearwater Scrubber 50 plumbing, it lines up to be 1/2 inch as well. So boom, we're sticking with 1/2 inch, and you can pick all this stuff up at your local hardware store. I also got the polyethylene tubing, the same ones that BRS uses on their media reactors. So yeah, it was what, 25 feet for like $9. Not too bad, not too shabby, and it'll get the job done. All right, so let's get into our modifications to where it is just straight quick disconnect. Don't have to worry about hoses and barbs and flex tubes. Let's go. All right, first things first, we're gonna take this barb off. I got my pliers here, and it should just twist off. All right, look at that, came right out. Nice, very nice. Some thread tape up in here, these threads. Let me clean it up a bit. Yeah, that works. Sweet. So now, this being 1/2 inch, so this will mate directly up in there, but we're gonna put some thread locking tape on here as well and then screw it in, just how that barb was. So this thread tape is actually really cheap at your hardware store. It also helps seal it so it doesn't leak and everything, but you don't want to put too much on there. Just get it nice and thin on there, nice and straight. Try to get it equal to. And there we have it. It's on there, ready to be installed. It's on there now. Now installed. All right, now what we need to do is work on our return plumbing. All right, cool. So this is the return. Well, sorry, this is the main return, and then this is the emergency drain. In case this gets clogged, the water will run up. Obviously, it'll go up. It'll drain out this one. So what you want with this, the piping and everything, you want it shorter above the water line. So if it does drain out, it'll make a sound and it'll alarm you. So with these, they come installed backwards. So I already reversed these for you to show you, and these are installed hand tight. So now what I'm gonna do, my plan is with these unions, put some pipe in here, connect the union here. That way I can take it apart if need be. And that way this will just be on here like that, connected to a pipe, versus the whole pipe on there in case I need to move it or anything. It'll be a lot easier to remove the pipes and get this out of the tight space that my sump is. So now I think what we need to do is cut some pipe. So this is 1/2 inch PVC, and these are amazing. I recommend getting you some of these PVC cutters. It cuts it like butter. That way you don't have to, if you use a saw or anything, you don't have to worry about it being all chewed up or anything. So I'm gonna cut a fairly good sized piece. So we have something to work with. Put some pipe in here. Do some dry fit real quick. I think that's it. Also, you want to have a Sharpie or marker or something to mark where you need to cut it. But we also need to, since we're doing these unions, make sure we don't cut it too short or anything. And we have enough space in here, but I don't want it super long out here or anything. I want to bring it kind of out here a little bit. All right, do some more dry fitting a little bit here, see where we're at. For the main drain and everything, we'll do the same type of cut, because I'm going to put unions on both. So mark it pretty much the same. And we're just going to cut it there. Now comes the messy part with the primer and PVC glue. Yeah, you can pick this up at your local hardware store and everything like that. They have value packs where it was like $8 for both of these, primer and the cement. Let's glue them in place. All right, so what you want to do is get some primer on here on the pipe end. And also you want to get some into where you're going to put it. All right, once you've done that, you want to put another coat of this primer on this socket, meaning the female end where you're going to put it. Okay, and then a coat to the pipe of the glue. And then put some on inside of the pipe as well. Now the fun part, push. Oh, that went a lot more in. I don't know about that one. Now take that out. So now what we're gonna do, we'll just cut it as we need it. It might be easier. I'm not a professional plumber, guys, so bear with me. All right. It would be cool if this already came pre-plumbed. Just saying. All right, shove it in there. Whoa. Go all the way through. There's no stop. Well, remove the screen. No. All right, I just wiped away the excess. Get all the excess PVC cement glue out of there. Now we're gonna cut it to where we need it. All right. I didn't realize that the pipe just goes straight through. I didn't realize that. There's gonna be some type of stop it would hit, but it doesn't. It'll just go straight through. So be mindful of that. Cool. Now we know. I could have found clear primer because this purple likes to stain white PVC really well. All right, give it a good twist. Then hold it here for 30 seconds. All right, 30 seconds. And we'll clean it up and then do the emergency. So I'll finish the rest of this plumbing up when I get it into the tank, or well, above the sump. And that way I can get the accurate measurements of where I need it into maneuver into the water from the platform that I have it sitting on. Okay guys, so real quick, I just want to show you this and explain it to you. So on the CADE, it already comes with these, the ball valve glued into the manifold, the return manifold. So this is the one that comes with it, the OEM one. See how nice and smooth that is? Well, I went to the hardware store and I couldn't find one that smooth, but I found a 1/2 threaded end, like so, union, and it didn't quite fit because of these ridges on there, right here. So what I had to do to make it smooth like this one, I actually sawed on it a little bit, and then I sanded it down to make it nice and smooth again, so that way I could get it through. And look, it's another one of those quick disconnects. It just screwed right in. I did put some thread tape already on here, and all we got to do now is just screw this back onto the CADE, and it's installed. Or leaks or anything on the other side. So far I'm not seeing anything. Oh man, this is cool. Nice. Looks like my plumbing job wasn't too bad after all. Very cool, man. Awesome. For this noise, I think we should give it a little bit more water, and then it should silence a bit after it fills up. Turn that ball valve a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that's raising the water level. It's getting a little bit more silent as well. Cool. It's working. So with this return plumbing, the lower one is the main drain, and you want to make sure that the pipe goes below the water line. It's kind of a tight space up in here. There we go. That's a little better. Should get you some more light too. All right, yeah. So yeah, the lower one is below the water line. That way it's silent, you don't hear any splashing, whereas this top one here is the emergency drain. As the water comes out, it'll alarm you to let you know that it's all clogged up, and that way it doesn't just overflow. Pretty cool, guys. I gotta still route the wires for the lights and plug that in. And what I'm gonna do is probably put this on a timer to come on when the main lights go out, so that way during the nighttime, once there's algae growing in here, it'll help control pH as well and export nutrients at the same time. Pretty happy there's no leaks going on. I was fully expecting at least 5 leaks. Oh, if you're wondering what this stand is, it is a glass cutting board. I picked up at Walmart. It's one with like a floral pattern and whatnot. It was like $9, and it's sturdy, doesn't bend or anything, works perfect. I just put it upside down so the glass side is down because this is the print. But what I can do is strip this and everything, it would be just glass. But meh, extra work. Why do it if it just works like this? Cool. I think right now I'm gonna just run it 24/7 to get the algae to start growing onto the screen, and then I can regulate it on a timer. Okay guys, so it's been about a week or two, and I really just wanted to get rid of that cutting board because it was so much in the way. So I actually found these brackets at Home Depot, and they work perfectly. I didn't actually have to nail them in or screw them in or anything. Luckily, they just hung out on the side of the sump. And then I also did a modification to the main drain PVC pipe right on the top of the elbow, the 90-degree elbow. I drilled a hole, and that was our whole issue with the gurgling sound of the clear water scrubbers filling up with water and then drastically draining with water was creating the gurgle sound because the air had nowhere to go. So after talking with Josh, creator and owner of Clear Water Scrubbers, he went through so many troubleshooting steps, which was really awesome of him, by the way. And he actually takes the time to answer all these questions that I had and to fix this problem. But yeah, so the drilling of the hole worked fine for me, and it allows for the air to escape and for the unit to fill up with water, and no gurgling or burbling sound will come out. Okay guys, well that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. And if you're new and you enjoyed it and you watched it this far,
think about hitting that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave me a comment down below. And always, just check out some more videos. And just remember, guys, just reef.